Okay, so we are here on Cycling Tips. Tour Tracker app is a pretty handy little app, so if you want to download that one, you can check it out here. We have the new Camel Toe, it's a TT bike. These are, wow, look at those zip wheels. They look like a little shark too. It looks quite interesting, isn't it? So we've got the Canyon, they're made in China. I did a video about that the other day. Pretty stealth looking paint job, that's the craft work. It's like a 1980s sort of graphics, so pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. That's a lot of carbon on this bike, isn't it? Down to everything. So that's the Camel Toe edition. Got city little boots. So it's a stage 1 time trial, and you can't watch it through a mineral water. So Canyon's got their act going on. That is a lot of engineering. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? What they produce these days with the carbon and stuff like that. The Asians have got it down pat, man. The Asians know. China knows how to make the best. The best. Is that a clincher? That looks like a clincher. Is that a clincher tire? Looks like a GP4000. It almost looks like a 28 mil, or maybe it's a 25 mil. And those new zip rims are quite wide. But yeah, as what I was saying is the Chinese and the Taiwanese, the masters of carbon. That fork looks really interesting, isn't it? It's amazing what people can create. Let's have a flick through these photos here. These look pretty comfy. Are they ergon bras or is that just ergon pads? They look pretty comfy. You could double those up for indie pack. It does look pretty good. You've got the E-tap. Just sticky tape on there. Just sticky tape them on there. Just like that. Bit of sticky tape. Yeah, so it wasn't always have to be fancy. That's an interesting design, isn't it? Wow. It's amazing what we're producing these days. Interesting, those brakes look so we've got it always looks like a 32 cassette. Is that a Y-fly? And on the back here, it looks like a Conti clincher as well. Let me know down below if this is a clincher, like different tyres front and rear. This was interesting. Sandpaper on the saddle. That would, you can see that shredded the fuck out of the nicks. And that looks like an old saddle as well. So a lot of people get caught up in the latest and greatest, but you see the pros here using old product because it works for them. Can we click through here? We can't click through. So let's do the old. It looks like a 32 cassette, doesn't it? And a Y-fly 32 cassette. And what else have we got here? Got the cork, the new D0 power meter on there. And so yeah, we've seen that one. That's the Camel Toe. It's an interesting drink bottle there. What's going on here with this? What's going on here? So now it looks like what are they doing there? Applying new grip tape. Applying new stuff. There's like sandpaper on there. I don't know what's going on. If you know what's going on, let me know. You see they've marked the seat height there. Interesting stuff. So it almost looks like they're trying new things on the day of the race. Interesting stuff. Here we have the new Orbea. It looks like it's coming out of the same factory in China, I reckon. With that sort of, looks like a pretty interesting, probably easier to manage headset up the front there. Interesting saddle there, and got a little chip there to measure the times and stuff. Everything's fancy in here. The Pro logo's got the grip tape inbuilt. Wow, look at that fairing on the saddle. Very interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. It's a Vision wheel. Tubulars. This is Tony Martin. Looking pretty skinny, isn't he? Looking pretty skinny. New helmet from Giro. Bit of a smaller edition. Got Richie Porte. Richie Porte in good form, but I think he's too skinny to be a contender this year. I think he's too skinny. $400 lid, but he lost 47 seconds in the first day. Good rider, Richie Porte. Very good one-day rider, very good stage rider for 7 days, but I think Tour de France, he's too lean this year, and he couldn't handle the media pressure. We'll do another video about that, but definitely a talented rider, but I don't think a contender this year. We have this is the controversial bike, the Dusseldorf. Shit got real in Dusseldorf. If you saw that video, I'll link it down below, the spinning wheel. So this is one of the bikes, the spinning wheel controversy. There's some rumors going around on this guy called Durianrider has been saying that Mitsubishi Electric have put in a twin turbo Evo motor, electric motor in here. Super slice. So where's the button for the motor? We don't know. But disc. Do you need hydro discs? Oh, it's a mechanical disc. Do you need disc brakes on a TT bike? That is the question. That is the question. So facility of sitting motors in here. Mavic tyres. Those Mavic tyres are slow as fuck. Wow. What? They're really running those in the TT? I'll be stripping those off and put some Contis on there for sure. For sure. Power meter. Looks like a power tap. Is that a power tap power meter? That's the cockpit there. A lot of carbon. The Mavic Cosmic. I wonder if the free hub bodies. So mechanical disc brakes. Interesting stuff, isn't it? Just some cheap $50 brakes. These are about $50. TRP Spires. Is that a new version? Is that a new version of the Spire? Flat mount. It looks like a Shimano rotor on there. Anyway, there's Froome. I'm leaner than Chris Froome, aren't I? Look at his face. I'm leaner than Chris Froome. Wow. Must be the new diet that they're not on. Man, not even that lean. Far out. I'm definitely leaner than Chris Froome. Definitely leaner than Chris Froome. Wow. Wow. Jeez, he's looking a bit portly compared to normal. Bit thick in the midsection. And we have the new Specialized bike, the Shiv. Nothing new there. Got the old cranks on there. So again, a lot of people think you got to get the latest and greatest. What's this little photo here? Wow, looks like a testosterone patch. The blue chain. The blue chain. We've got the new Dura-Ace. Some teams have got the old stuff, some have got the new stuff. This is about $1,000, these little pulleys. So you want to snap those in a hurry. It doesn't look like a Dura-Ace cassette though. It's a factor bike. The blue chain. Okay, it's interesting. The Bianchi, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Old power meters, old cranks, old group set. So you think that they have the latest and greatest, but they don't. You don't need the latest and greatest. What you need is stuff that works, stuff that you can depend on. You know, stuff you can depend on. What else have we got? Anything interesting in here? The BMC bike. Let's have a look at the BMC bike. They're coming out of the same factory as the Canyons in that Quest Composites. They're in China. Nice colour, isn't it? I like that colour. Looks pretty good. I like the colour of that. Gum walls on the TT bike. Nice. Got the Trek. Here we go. Another gum wall. We got a Cervelo. Black and green. Wow, it looks like my giant TCR. Wow, that's pretty cool. A lot of carbon going on, isn't it? Wow, it's a black and green. Looks like is that a new S5? Wow, interesting stuff. Looks good. Looks good. So anyway, that's the bit of the tour tech. Thanks to Google Images and Cycling Tips. Some little details there. Looks like it's all chipped up. I mean, they're not. You know, just people get manic about scratches in their bike. Look at that Tour de France rider. Scratched up fork, chips out of the custom paint job. They don't give a fuck. They're just getting it done. They're just getting it done. So there you go. I'll leave a link down below if you want to read out more stuff on the Camel Toe bikes. There you go. That's the Tour de France Stage 1. Chris Froome going at full gas. Richie Porte already given up, 47 seconds or 30 seconds to Chris Froome. Out of contention already in the day 1. Valverde had a bad crash. Probably his career is probably over now. That's how cutthroat pro cycling is. This is the toughest job in the world. Valverde is probably the best rider in the world the last 15 years. Most consistent rider in the world for the last 15 years. Crashed out, ended his career, potentially, just with one corner, one slippery, and one cheap-ass ASO barrier with those stupid little feet designs. They could have put some plastic barriers up, but they got those stupid metal dangerous barriers. There's no regard to the rider's safety. So no wonder there's such a strong doping culture, because the riders got to look after themselves, because the ASO definitely doesn't have your back if you're a pro rider, unfortunately. Cool to see the new bling. Interesting to see the clinches. Interesting to see the clinches. That's it's not a GP4000, it's a Grand Prix TT. Clinches. Clinches for the win. Interesting stuff.